Minnesota Nice is something that shows up in a lot of strange places and a behavior that has consequences you might not think about all the time. And one of those unintended consequences of the Minnesota Nice behavior is food waste. So if you ever go to any group event in Minnesota where they're serving like communal food, could be a wedding, could be a funeral, could be a grad party, just a dinner party among friends. Now, no matter what it is, and no matter how hungry we might be, it is ingrained in us all as Minnesotans that it is a cardinal sin to take the last item of food off of a tray or a plate that is being communally shared. Which is a weird thing because being Minnesota Nice, we're also ingrained to never be offended if somebody were to take the last thing. Like we're actually supposed to encourage it. So then what ends up happening is you just have a bunch of people sitting around insisting that everybody else take the last thing. And nobody does it. Ever. And this extends to leftovers as well. You know when you're divvying out leftovers at the end of one of these gatherings? Your Minnesota niceness dictates that you can only take a very small amount of leftovers so everybody else has plenty. And this is especially true of the good stuff, like the tater tot hot dish or the salad that isn't really salad. And then the same thing happens. Everybody takes their minute little amount of leftovers so there's plenty left over for everybody else. And then at the end, once everybody's left, there's plenty left over and no one left to take it. And this is compounded by the fact that Minnesota Nice also dictates that the host makes 10 times more food than was needed. Gotta make sure that old cousin Stacy's got her vegan option because she's been trying to live that healthy lifestyle, you know, and take care of the animals, oh yeah. And Uncle Bob, you know, the gluten makes his tummy upset, so I gotta make a special dessert for him. Oh, and Janet's kids are picky eaters, so we gotta make sure that we got some chicken strips and hot dogs for them so they don't go hungry. Oh, and Jim and Barb's family hasn't shown up in like 5 years, but they might come this year, and if they do, I wanna make sure that we got enough food. So after that, when everybody's taken almost no leftovers, the host is left with like 47 pounds of food. And then they try giving more leftovers away to everybody who goes and visits them for like the next 2 months. It makes for a complicated social structure.